What's up YouTube, Biz Matthew here and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you all 2 cold calls that I had with slightly difficult sellers. Now, before we go on, be sure to just like this video. So smash that like button for the algorithm and YouTube and whatnot. It just helps, really supports this channel. And comment down below on how your cold calling is going or how your wholesaling business is going in general. Now, I decided just to turn on my camera while I made these calls. One of them is a follow-up call with a difficult seller who wanted a super high price for their properties, but on the conversation, you know, there was I just sensed some sort of motivation there, and I decided to just follow up with him because number one, to practice and sharpen my cold calling skills. So when I actually talk to a motivated seller, it may be a little bit easier and I know how to handle different objections and rejections from the seller. And number 2, the reason why I decided to keep this lead was to leave him with an offer. He gave me a number, but I didn't give him a number back because it was super high. And so I said, hey, you know, whatever, let me just throw out a number there, see what he says, see how he reacts. And you all will see that in the video. And then the second video is actually just a straight cold call. Never spoke to the person before. But early into the conversation, I could tell that he had very short answers, but I sensed a little bit of motivation. Even though he told me initially he wasn't interested in selling, for some reason I sensed some sort of motivation. So I decided to stay in a call, keep on asking some questions. Before, like in the past, I would have just cut that call short and say, okay, all right, thank you so much, bye. But I decided just to stick with it. And so in both calls, you're going to see me, especially the first call, mirroring the seller, you know, repeating what they're saying, because number one, it shows that you are listening to what they're saying, and then they start to explain even more detail of the things that they say. So all you're doing is repeating what you're saying. So you're not even saying new things. And you just have the seller just talk. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. Both leads are probably just cold leads, especially the first one. I'm probably never gonna follow up with the first one. Second one, maybe in about a month or 2. So let me know what you all think. This guy wants $1 million for 11 units. Hey Luther, this is Matthew. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing well, yeah. I'm just reaching back with you regarding your 11 units in Cleveland. You know, we were able to look at them and get our offer together. Is this a good time for you?
You done what now? You got an offer together?
Yeah. Because, you know, last time we spoke, you spoke about how you might have some interest.
What kind of offer you got?
Well, yeah, just putting everything into consideration, you know, what you were getting for rent, around $5,500 per month. That hits our 1% rule, and so our offer would be around $500,000 for all your 11 units.
I bet you'd give $500,000 for all of them. I bet you would.
You bet I would?
Might as well forget that. You'd give $500,000 for all of them.
$500,000.
Yeah, that what you said?
Yes.
You might as well forget that.
Oh, forget it?
I'm not taking no $500,000 for them. I told you $1 million.
Okay.
You might as well forget that.
Okay, $1 million.
I bet you'd give that for them. I would too. I wish I could find 10, 11 apartments for $500,000 to get a shape them apartments in. I bet you would.
Right. And you're an investor.
You better lure somebody else in to buy an apartment from nothing, because you're not going to get them for nothing.
Right.
You might lure some other people into, you might lure other people into getting their property for nothing. You might as well forget about me.
Right. And he hung up. So you all, you know, I was just calm, collective on the phone. It's just not a lead, but it's just one way for me to practice dealing with a difficult seller. And that was an actual fair offer on their property because they're getting around $5,500 per month with all their 11 units. But their units do need work on them. So I think $500,000 is actually a little bit over, because if I want to hit the 1% range, I will have to go a little bit lower so I can put money into it to hit that 1%. This lead is just going to be tossed in no man's land, like super cold leads. And obviously he hung up on me. So sometimes you deal with sellers like that, you just move on. But I wanted to just document that for you all.
Hello?
Hello, Troy?
Yes.
Yes, Troy, this is Matthew. I know this is completely random, but I'm an investor around Cleveland looking for another property that I can flip or hold as a rental. Just reaching out to see if you ever consider a cash offer on yours at Drive.
No, not really. I'm not ready to sell it.
Okay, no problem. You think you would be more interested sometime this year?
I don't know. At this point, I don't know. I plan on fixing it up and selling it properly.
Okay.
I haven't started on it yet.
Oh, well, have you ever thought about just selling it as is before fixing it up?
I haven't.
Okay. Got you. I mean, is that something you might be interested in?
Well, I guess because of what the offer is.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, so what repairs are needed on the property?
It just needs updated. I mean, it was built back in 1975 or somewhere around 76.
Okay,
It
just
just needs updated.
updated. Okay.
Painted.
Okay, painted. Are there any like repairs needed? Like, I don't know, flooring issues or a new roof?
No, roof's in good shape. Got vinyl siding. It has metal siding, aluminum siding instead of vinyl, which is nicer, I think. It has a half basement. It's got a ceiling in it. The big thing is that the walls have got that old dark paneling on it,
Right.
which I don't like. You know, just like it's just it needs an update. Is what it needs.
Got you.
But it's a big lot.
Okay. Got you. Well, I mean, just I guess out of curiosity, let's say you're able just to sell it for cash. We pay all the closing costs. You don't have to work on the property. You can just collect your cash and leave. Do you know how much you would even be talking about selling it for as is?
No, I really don't at this point. I haven't had a chance to think about it.
Okay. Got you. I mean, no problem at all. I mean, when do you plan on working on it?
Well, as soon as the folks tenant moves out.
Okay.
My sister-in-law lives in it right now because she don't have a place to stay. Or she's trying to find a place to stay, and so I'm hoping she'll be out soon. But who knows? You know how family is.
Right. Okay. Are you giving her a good deal on rent and whatnot?
Yeah, I'm not charging her.
Oh wow. Okay. Got you. So I guess she's not on a lease or anything like that. No. Okay.
There's no lease.
Okay. Well, does she plan on moving out this year?
Well, I hope so. She is. Yes, hope she is.
Okay.
She plans on it.
Okay.
We had a tornado. We had tornado hit here, and all the rental property just about got gobbled up, rented. Okay, if it's available, it's rented because all the people up there lost their homes in this tornado we had.
Right.
So it kind of made it a little tougher to find a place. That's what's been a problem. Is she's not been able to find a place because there's nothing available.
Right.
It's decent anyway.
Okay. Got you. Yeah, because sometimes we do buy properties with someone already living in there, and we let them pay rent for a few more months until we can get in there and fix it up.
Right.
Would that be something you might be interested in?
Well, you just asked me off the cuff. I don't know.
Okay.
It's kind of those things I need to think about. I try not to make rash decisions because you usually screw up when you do that. So I like to think about what I'm going to do.
Right. Totally makes sense. You have to take your time. Okay. No problem. Well, I'll just try to follow up in a few more weeks. I mean, do you have any other properties you might be more interested in selling?
No. I already got one sold. I've got two townhouses downtown, and I've already got a contract on them. So.
Okay. Got you.
Buying those from me.
Okay. So are you looking to liquidate, I guess, all of your properties right now?
Well, not really. Just No, not necessarily. Just a good deal came up, and I buy and sell just like you do.
Right, exactly.
If it's a good deal, I buy something cheaper and sell something more expensive.
Okay. Got you.
It's my,
Okay. So are you still buying properties too? Because sometimes I come across properties that I give off to other investors.
yeah, I do. If it's local, I like local because I don't have to travel. But
Okay. All right, no problem. Well, yeah, it was great to connect with you, Troy. If anything comes my way, I'll just try to follow up in a few more weeks.
perfect. All right, thanks.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So you all saw that call, I think before in the past, I would have ended that call way much sooner, but I kept digging in. I kept on looking for the motivation. Okay, what is happening? What is the situation? Because I did sense some motivation. Because, when we first spoke, he was saying he's not interested in selling because he has to fix up things. So I was like, oh, okay, so you're interested. Would you be interested sometime this year? What work needs to be done? And he starts talking about the rental, the earth, the tornado, his sister-in-law living there, family living there. And, he can possibly also be a cash buyer. So that's something to consider. So I encourage you all, just keep on digging into your cold calls, see how far you can keep them on the line. Even if they sound not as motivated in the first 10 seconds, see if there's any motivation there.